Imagine this. You give your heart to someone. You're loyal, honest, and real. And then, out of nowhere, they leave. No explanation, no closure, just silence. It hurts, right? That sting of rejection. It's like someone ripped a part of your soul. But here's the truth. Rejection doesn't break you. It builds you. And today I'm going to show you how rejection can actually be the greatest gift life gives you, if you choose to see it the right way. So stay with me until the end, because these lessons could completely change the way you see pain, heartbreak, and even failure. Lesson 1. Rejection exposes true faces. You see, rejection isn't really about you. It's about them. When someone walks away from you, cheats you, or betrays you, they're simply showing you who they truly are. Think about it. If someone rejects your loyalty, your love, your efforts, it's not a loss for you. It's a revelation. It is life saying, this person was never meant to be part of your future. Yes, it stings in the moment. You ask yourself, was I not enough? Did I do something wrong? But pause here, because the rejection is not proof of your weakness, it's proof of their truth. The Stoics had a powerful way of seeing this. They believed every event in life reveals reality. And reality is never your enemy, it's your teacher. So, instead of saying, why me? Start saying, thank you for showing me the truth early. Because imagine if they stayed longer. If they pretended for years, the damage would be even worse. Rejection cut you once, but it saved you from bleeding for a lifetime. Lesson 2. Rejection creates space for growth. Life has this strange way of closing one door to force you toward another, and often rejection is the hand that pushes you forward. Think about a seed. It can't grow into a tree unless it breaks out of its shell. That breaking looks painful, but it's the only way growth happens. In the same way, rejection breaks you out of comfort zones you didn't even realize you were trapped in. Maybe it's that relationship you thought was your forever. Maybe it's that job you thought was your dream. When they shut the door on you, life is telling you, there is more. You were made for more. The space they left behind, that's not emptiness, that's room for your evolution. But here's the catch, you can't fill that space with bitterness. You have to fill it with growth, with learning, with becoming someone stronger, wiser, and sharper. Marcus Aurelius, one of the great Stoic philosophers, said, the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Rejection might feel like it's blocking your path, but in reality, it's redirecting you toward the path you were always meant to walk. So next time someone leaves, don't just cry over the empty space. Look at it and say, this is my chance to grow, because that's exactly what it is. Lesson 3. Rejection strengthens emotional discipline. Let's be honest. Rejection hurts. It shakes you. It makes your chest feel heavy, your mind spin with endless questions. But here's where the Stoics were brilliant. They believed emotions are signals, not masters. When someone rejects you, you feel anger, sadness, even desperation. But the true power lies in how you respond. Do you let those emotions control you, or do you use them as fuel for strength? Marcus Aurelius once said, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Rejection is one of those outside events you cannot control. What you can control is your mind's response. And that's where emotional discipline is born. Every time you face rejection and choose not to break, you're training your emotional muscles. Just like lifting weights in a gym, the resistance of rejection makes your inner strength grow. So next time someone slams a door in your face, take a breath and say, this is my training ground. Because every wave of rejection is secretly sculpting a calmer, tougher, and more unshakable you. Lesson 4. Rejection redirects you toward destiny. Think about the times you really wanted something, but it slipped out of your hands. Maybe it was that job you thought was perfect. Maybe it was that relationship you thought was forever. And when it ended, you felt like the universe was cruel. But here's the twist. What if the rejection wasn't life being cruel? What if it was life protecting you? The Stoics believed in the idea of amor fati, which means love your fate. Don't just accept what happens, embrace it even when it hurts. Because here's the truth, rejection isn't the end of the road, It's a redirection. It's life saying, this is not your path. There's something better aligned with your purpose. Think of it like being on a GPS. Sometimes you take a wrong turn, and the GPS says, recalculating. That's exactly what rejection is. Life recalculating your route toward where you truly belong. You might not see it immediately. You might still cry, still question, still ache. But months later, you look back and realize, if that door hadn't closed, I'd never have walked through this better one. So, when destiny takes something away, trust it. Because sometimes rejection is not a punishment. It's protection. Lesson 5. Rejection builds independence from external validation. Here's a hard truth. Most of us crave validation. We want people to like us, accept us, choose us. And when they don't, it feels like our worth is destroyed. But here's the reality. Your worth is not up for negotiation. It doesn't shrink because someone failed to see it. The more you face rejection, the more you realize, I don't need their approval to breathe. I don't need their acceptance to exist. I am enough as I am. The Stoics would call this self-sufficiency, the ability to stand strong within yourself, without leaning on others for your sense of value. Rejection, in its rawest form, strips away your dependence on applause. And once you stop chasing validation, you step into true freedom. Because think about it, if someone's yes can make you, then their no can break you. But when you build independence, nobody holds that power over you anymore. So every rejection is secretly teaching you this: you don't need them, you only need you. And that realization, that is one of the most liberating feelings a human being can ever experience. Lesson 6. Rejection fuels resilience and creativity. Rejection is like fire. It can burn you, or it can forge you. And the choice is yours. Many of the world's most successful people faced brutal rejection before they achieved greatness. Writers whose books were turned down dozens of times. Entrepreneurs whose ideas were laughed at. Artists who were told they weren't good enough, but instead of giving up, they transformed rejection into resilience. They asked, what can I do differently? How can I turn this pain into power? And here's where creativity is born. Because rejection forces you to think outside the box. It forces you to adapt, to innovate, to find new ways of expressing yourself. The Stoics believed obstacles aren't roadblocks. They're opportunities to act with greater wisdom. Rejection is that obstacle. And if you embrace it, you'll notice something incredible. You become tougher, smarter, and far more creative than you ever thought possible. So the next time someone shuts the door on you, don't just stand there. Build another door. Build it stronger, and make sure it opens toward your future. Lesson 7. Rejection awakens inner freedom. Rejection strips away illusions. It takes away the masks people wear. It takes away the false hopes you cling to. And when all that is gone, you're left with something pure, yourself. Most people fear rejection because they think it means, I am not enough. But once you've been rejected and survived, you realize, I am enough, whether they see it or not. And that's where inner freedom begins. Because when rejection no longer terrifies you, nothing can truly control you anymore. The Stoics lived by this principle. Freedom is not found in having everything go your way. Freedom is found in remaining unshaken when it doesn't. Rejection, in its deepest form, frees you from fear. It teaches you to stand tall even when the world pushes you down. It teaches you that love, acceptance, and worthiness begin from within. And once you taste that inner freedom, you are unstoppable. So, what have we really learned here? That rejection is not your enemy. It's your ally. It reveals the truth about others. It creates space for your growth. It builds your emotional discipline. It redirects you toward your destiny. It frees you from needing validation. It fuels resilience and creativity. And most importantly, it awakens your inner freedom. Yes, rejection hurts. Yes, it cuts deep. But hidden inside that pain is a gift so powerful it can transform your entire life. The next time rejection knocks at your door, don't hide. Don't cry out, "Why me?" Instead, open the door and say, "Welcome. I know you're here to make me stronger." Because in the end, rejection doesn't break you. It remakes you. And sometimes the people who walked away were not losses. They were blessings in disguise.